It's the Scars and Spikes pre-match show. Sydney, Tyler, and Tommy with you. Sydney, Tyler, of course, from the bands. Tommy from his basement in suburban metropolitan Cleveland, Ohio.
What's up? We're gonna win.
What suburb are you living in again? Remind me.
I'm near Cleveland.
Like
I'm in Medina.
Medina. Okay,
But let's win.
Yeah,
Let's win this game.
I agree. I feel good.
Me too. EU's got the classics pumping today, so we did it last week, got it today. It's gonna be a W. I'm excited.
You say last week, but it's actually a few days ago.
I know it feels like it was like a week and a half ago.
I thought it was Thursday because our show's normally on Wednesday, and I went into a meeting this morning, and I was like, oh, this meeting's not started yet. And then I went, oh, damn, it's actually Wednesday. So this is what happens when MLS does midweek games.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, can't change anything about it right now, but it's kind of the hand you're dealt, and I feel like it's kind of a good thing for Atlanta United because they can build on kind of the momentum that they picked up for that win over Nashville SC. By the way, if you're watching on Twitter, please respond to the tweet at Scarks and Spikes. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, yeah, leave a chat. Saw some people in here before the show started, but yeah, keep the conversation going. But yeah, let's hope that they can continue the momentum that they picked up with that win, really big win against Nashville SC. By the way, a little housekeeping note before we get too far into things. Diego De La Torre is going to be the acting head coach tonight. Gonzalo Pineda is out for yellow card accumulation. Yeah, we all thought that it would be Rob Valentino, but Doug Robertson tweeting it out not that long ago. So Diego De La Torre calling the shots from the technical area.
Where do you think Pineda's going to be at?
I don't know. He may be in the president spots or something like that.
He's going to
the
be
executive spots.
right there. That's what I'm betting.
You might be right.
I thought he was going to be on the roof with like binoculars.
He's going to be in the technical area with a fake mustache and a fake pair of glasses and all
and
that.
His trench coat. 100%.
Yeah, this trench coat.
He's going to look like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, for sure. But no, Pineda is serving suspension due to the fact they picked up a yellow card the other night. And yeah, Diego De La Torre they had the call in the technical area. So right now lineups for Atlanta United and FC Cincinnati, but yeah, I feel like you don't change too much from Saturday, right? I mean, you probably put Saba in to start. You probably put Shanda. Yeah, you already started, but yeah, you keep Shanda in, Yimba in. You don't make too many changes.
Tommy really like that.
I like Saba. Give me Saba. Give me more Saba.
I feel like Saba might be the only change, right?
Yeah.
I mean, doesn't make sense to change anything else.
Yeah. I don't know which game's more important though for them, right? Like you've got two games coming up. I mean, they're all important here, but I feel like the home game is the important one here, right? Like you're gonna go on the road, you're gonna go to probably intense heat on Saturday, so you're gonna be out of your element there. I think that this is the game you go all in on, and then on Saturday, if you want to start, some Tyler Wolf action in there, maybe put Sadic in over Ozetu because it seems like Ozetu's got that spot going. Maybe a couple other different positions. You do it on Saturday. Today, you throw everything that you can in and get the 3 points at home.
Yeah, I was just looking at the weather real quick in Frisco, Texas. It's Saturday. They're forecasting low to mid 90s at kickoff. That being said, it's going to be a lot hotter on the field, so there's definitely credence to maybe a little bit of roster rotation in that Saturday match. Sorry, Tyler, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're good. I think also, that's a West Coast team. This is an East Coast team, right? This is where you really got to get the 3 points. So, I mean, I think...
Relatively speaking.
Well, I mean... If you're really going to try to make a run, you want to take points from every East Coast team you can, right? Like that. This is where you really want to try to jump up the standings and yes, it's a home game, which is another big one, but just do what you can in your conference, take advantage of it, and now I'm not saying go and don't put forth the effort and get the 3 points on Saturday, because you can beat Dallas as well. But this is the one where you potentially leapfrog a handful of teams immediately, and depending on what things do the rest of the night, you could be in second place by the end of the night. And you also make it harder for Cincinnati to clinch anything. They won't clinch if they lose tonight. So I think what Cincinnati's done is great. I don't want Atlanta to be the one to give it to them.
Yeah, and yeah, you're right. They can't clinch if they lose tonight. So maybe Atlanta can play a little bit of spoiler tonight. Cleveland are in regardless; they'll get in at some point in time. But as we said yesterday, hopefully Atlanta has a little bit to say on this evening against a very credible Cincinnati team. As you said, Tyler, they can really leapfrog teams tonight, depending on other results. Now, keeping in mind, all the teams ahead of them have played one fewer match or more. Cincinnati has played one fewer match. Orlando is fourth. Columbus is fifth. They played one fewer match. Philadelphia and New England have played two fewer matches. But New England probably represents your best chance because New England, their forward has been a little bit shaky when it comes to MLS play. So just before the League's Cup break, they got blown out. So they beat New England, or DC United 4-0. But then they lost to Montreal on Saturday. Montreal will lose at home.
They lost their keeper, right?
Yeah, New England. Yeah, that's it. That's absolutely. Petrovic is now overseas in Europe, so it's another wrinkle that you need to add. And also, Bruce Arena is still on administrative leave, based on alleged comments he made, which we still don't know anything about.
Nobody knows what they are.
Nobody knows what they are, which is weird. But yeah, I mean, this could work out for Atlanta United just a little bit. Orlando are on a good run, so maybe they are a team to watch out for. Columbus on a good run themselves. They haven't lost since the League's Cup break like Atlanta. And yeah, so maybe the door's open for Atlanta to really make the move up the table that they can take care of business. President Chip, who just showed it, says 4-0 Atlanta United. If you have a prediction, let us know in the chat or on Twitter. And still waiting on lineups for both teams, but yeah, you got time. Were you going to say something?
Well, I was just going to say this is the same situation as you're looking at Nashville. Like Cincinnati has played a lot of games, right? I mean, they went into the Open Cup, Miami, and then went to the limit, right? And then they really haven't had a chance to have a rest. So this is another one where it's a midweek game. So yes, we also played on Saturday, but we've only been playing a couple games here and there, right? We've only played 2 games in a month. So it's a small advantage again. This is a little bit of a different situation than say Nashville, but I still think that we have the fresh legs and we still have a lot of unknown to us because we have these new players here. And I mean, they're learning very quickly what a Silva and a Saba could do. But this is you have to take advantage of this game 100%.
Edgar say, where about Edgar's dog set? Edgar, I think you're the only Edgar in here tonight.
That's sad.
To piggyback on what Tommy was saying too, though, like I don't think Cincy has really had time to really scout what Saba and Muyumba and some of these newcomers have done because they have been busy. They have been nonstop. So, you go from a Saturday game to a Wednesday game, and it is not easy to sit down and really focus on much of anything. You get a little bit of training in, you get some film review in, which is good, but man, this summer window, all the players that are signed are still very much a wild card for other teams playing against us. Like they don't know what these players are really about. They don't know their tendencies. They just know that we have a couple of wingers that are better, and we have a midfielder that is actually a solid midfielder, and that's about it. So what do you do to shut them down? You don't have really any tape to watch besides what you saw in another league, and they're not playing the same way Atlanta United did. So that's a big advantage, and you have to take advantage right now of these points that you could potentially get as you try to work your way up the stadium.
Brent saying our barn, which went 2-0. By the way, Brent, thanks for subscribing. We just saw that you subscribed just now.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. To that point, about teams not having tape on Saba, having tape on Shamda, players like that, tapes on Muyumba. You hope that, especially with the forwards, you hope that once teams do get tape, once they have a little more studying up to do on these players, the hope is that they're very much acclimated from the chemistry standpoint with Yakumakis, with Almada. So even if they get more tape, more insight into how these players play, what their tendencies are, what their tactical preference is, they're going to be so on the same page with each other that it won't matter to some extent. So that's one of the things I'm looking for. One of the things I'm excited about is, as well as these guys have played, I mean, granted, it's early, like Kevin said yesterday, and I agree with it, but as well as they're playing right now, there's a possibility that things could get better, right? Especially as they continue to grow and develop. We have some lineups out right now, so let's talk about that.
We're copying and pasting.
It is the same lineup as Saturday.
Yep.
The same lineup as Saturday. If it ain't broke, right?
Don't fix it, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised, I'm very surprised.
See, I don't know.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I don't know that we kind of forgot that Saba came into this country like 5 days ago, right? Like, it's crazy to throw him in as a starter, and I do agree. Like, I don't see a problem with it necessarily, considering he had time to, stay in fitness and everything else. But like, he even told us in the locker room the other day, like, I'm still sleeping on European time, Eastern European time, not Western European time. So he's still settling in. So I understand, like, yes, one, if it ain't broke, don't fix it for sure. But B, like, or two, like, don't force something that you don't have to force, because we saw the kind of impact he made coming off the bench. If you get that impact for 30 minutes tonight, you're going to get a goal or two. You're going to get something out of it, because it may not come from him, but his ability to open up space and just appear somewhere in the box is outstanding. So I'm okay with it. And Mosquera gets another chance to show what he's about. He's running out of chances.
Do you think that Saba comes in for the last 30 minutes like he did against Nashville then? Or does he come in and you get the second half to gradually get him fitness, or not fitness, but gradually get him a little more time, a little more of his legs underneath him? What do you guys think?
I think it depends on the play. But
yeah,
if things go well, I would imagine 60th minute, I think.
Yeah, I can get behind that for sure. Cincinnati's lineup's out too.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. I haven't seen it yet. I don't foresee any surprises for Cincy. Costa in the midfield, we expected. Brandon Vasquez. Got Kubo in the starting 11. Matt Miazga, starting 11. Nick Hagelin. Alvaro Barrial in the lineup as well. I don't see Pipensta. in the lineup, so I don't know if that's an injury or I'll have to look it up real quick just to see what the information is on him.
What position is he at?
He's a forward.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a forward, but he's not in the team. I figured he would be, but
okay with that.
We'll look it up and see what's up. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not a bad problem to have. So again, we'll take a look and see what the situation is with Pipensta. He's coming over. 2 goals in 3 matches in MLS play for FC Cincinnati, so he's got to involved right away. But Lucho Acosta is certainly the player to watch out for FC Cincinnati, guys. I mean, no question about it.
So I'm really curious because Atlanta has actually done fairly well, which is really weird, against 2 striker setups this year. The big factor here is going to be Acosta, right? He tends to score on Atlanta. He's had 6 goals against Atlanta, which is crazy. But you're coming off, you got a lot of momentum. You have clean sheets behind you. You have a new pairing back there. And I think they can handle it, but it's going to be a matter of, you have to shut down Acosta because not only is he a goal scoring threat, he is the guy that's going to feed, Vasquez or whoever's up front, right? If you can shut him down and you have a midfield now that can do that, you got to rely on Miles and Abram to do their job in the back and Josetu because he's going to be playing as the number 6. You have a chance here, especially if you can get things going really quickly, because that's going to change their entire shape and the way they play. If you can get ahead early, that's going to break up this formation entirely.
I agree.
Anything else?
I'm excited, man. I think this is a good thing for us. I think we're gonna end up taking this, and then let's just see what happens on Saturday. But tonight, we're going 2-0 in the 404 kits, and let's roll.
Yeah, let's roll. Well, yeah, should be a good one. Let's hope that Atlanta United, like you said, can keep their winning streak alive on the other side of the international break or the League's Cup break, and the Goose themselves have the chance to beat FC Dallas. The hot Toyota Stadium in Frisco on Saturday. But that's on Saturday. This is Wednesday, and on Wednesday we have Atlanta United taking on FC Cincinnati. Kickoff is at 7:39. We will see you guys on Twitter. Yep. I think we'll be doing a pre-match show on Saturday. You two will be. I won't be available.
Yep.
But you two will be. And
yep, for sure.
Yeah. Let's hope for the best tonight.
Vamos Atlanta.
Vamos.
3-0 Atlanta.
Think so?
2-0.
What did
I like 3-0 better, but not for you.
What did I say yesterday?
You said 16-0.
I didn't say 16.
I think you said 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
Yeah, that's it. That's
It's solid.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.
We'll
Have
see you
fun.
next time.
Get crazy.
See you guys.